Hey Natalie, don't you think we make the perfect pair? Ouch! Everything's going well, just keeping really busy, and you know, all the projects are adding up. So school has started up, and that means it's busy time for me as a school teacher, and also it's marching band season. And for those of you that aren't like personal acquaintances of mine, you might not know that I'm a big marching band geek. I like to design shows, I like to work with marching bands, and I like to judge marching bands. So basically every weekend in the fall I am traveling around the Mid-Atlantic region judging high school marching band competitions. So I just judged my first one of 5 yesterday, and so not only are my days kind of taken up with teaching now, you know, a normal job, but also the Saturdays, the weekend time is now taken away as well. So a little busy, a little harder to get work done, but got to find the time to squeeze in projects here and there and make it happen. Our chickens are doing great. They are laying about 12 eggs a day now, which is really fantastic. You're doing great, aren't you, girls? So that's pretty exciting. Hey, Audrey, do you think we should go check for eggs? Yeah. All right, let's go check for eggs. Good job. All right, let's go check the nesting boxes.
Dad, is there a chicken in there?
A chicken inside? I don't think so.
I think I heard some. A chicken.
So Audrey is approaching the nesting boxes and she goes, "Daddy, are there chickens inside?" Why did you ask that?
Because I heard like a bonk in there.
You heard a bonk in there, and
yeah.
Do we open up the nesting box when the chickens are inside?
No.
Why not?
Because it might scare them away.
Yeah.
And we won't get eggs if they're laying them.
Yeah. So we want them to be comfortable, right? And calm? Cool. You want to go give them a scoop of feed while we wait for the eggs? Just give them the feed. Good job.
Ew.
Oh, you get your hand on the poop?
Yeah.
Classic.
Now I'm all poopy.
No, you're all poopy. It's okay.
Hey, Dad, one just came out.
Yep, but there's one more still inside though.
Yeah.
All right, let's go check the nesting boxes.
Yeah. No. We got one here and one there.
Yep, that's right. You gonna grab them?
No, I'm
Here.
not getting my hands poopy.
Did you already wash your hands?
Yes.
Well, we'll just wash them again.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Couple. This one's worm.
Yep, because she just laid it.
Yeah, both of them are worm. I don't see any of them. Oh, just 2 face.
Well, I already got 10 today, so. Cool.
How much do we have?
Well, what's 10 plus 2? Hmm? What's 10 plus 2?
12.
That's right. All right, let's go put the eggs in the house.
10 plus 2 is 1, 2.
So yeah, it's been really busy. Natalie is off to work today. For those of you that don't know, she is a church music director, musician at the church, in charge of programming all the music and all that kind of stuff. You know, as we continue to do videos, You learn more about us and what we're doing and what we do for jobs and whatnot. Something really cool that just happened this past week. There is a really popular podcast amongst the homesteading community. That podcast is called the Goldshaw Farm Podcast, and it's hosted by Morgan Gold, and he owns and operates his farmstead up in Vermont, Goldshaw Farm. And since about March, he's been interviewing homesteaders, mainly on YouTube, but kind of all over, and getting to know them and find out more about their dreams and goals and what they're doing on their properties and why they moved to their property. So we were really fortunate this last week to actually be featured on that podcast. I got to have a conversation with Morgan and talk about why we're out here and who we are and what we're doing. So yeah, being on that podcast with Morgan is a great opportunity for us to tell our story. New audience, much bigger audience, and yeah, just thankful for that opportunity. And I'll go ahead and kind of throw in a little clip of it right here, and I'll also link the podcast below in the comments so you can go check it out for yourself.
A couple weeks ago, I stumbled across this one project that has just absolutely fascinated me. Don Bradner and his wife Natalie, they live down in Northern Virginia, about an hour or so outside of Washington, D.C., and they have been in the process of building their own home. So they found just an awesome property on the top of a mountain, and they are building a house from scratch, really. And so I've been watching Don and his wife's progress on building this thing, and it's so cool because the type of building that they're doing is just this awesome open canvas that allows Don to actually pick up a hammer and saw and start putting together the interior of the place all himself, even though he's a guy who doesn't have a ton of building experience. So I figured it'd be cool to actually sit down and have a conversation with Don and learn about his story and learn about the type of structure he's building, because I'm sure there's a lot of you guys out there who are thinking about your own future homesteads.
What do you think, Natalie?
I wish we had a way to save these, like preserve them. We can't. Our kitchen isn't set up for canning and making pear sauce and stuff yet, so I'm trying to give as many of them away as I can.
Yeah, we're probably going to end up giving away at least 50 pounds of pears, at least.
This tree is nuts.
No, sweetie, it's a pear tree, not a nut tree.
It hurts when I hit you, too.
Yeah, that's why you're not going to hit me. This is one of the perks of our property, y'all. When we were first looking at it, I don't know, 16 months ago,
Look in here, look at these.
it already had fruit growing everywhere. I guess that's why the bear was here.
Just look up there. See all those pears? There.
Absolutely full of pears. They aren't like the nicest looking pears, but they're good for canning.
Some of
and
them are super ugly, and the chickens eat them. But
yeah, chickens like them.
some of them are beautiful.
But you can make some pear sauce. Nothing you'd want to cut up and just eat necessarily.
You can,
I mean, you can, yeah.
The girls eat them.
Yeah.
Some of them are really nice.
Our neighbor up the mountain let us borrow this little fruit picker.
Let go!
Oh man.
It's dangerous.
Hey Natalie, don't you think we make the perfect pair? Ouch! Evelyn's working on her swinging technique, in and out. Very good, Evelyn. Very good. So that's pretty much it for today's video. It's kind of a general update. Everything's going well, just keeping really busy, and you know, all the projects are adding up, and life gets busy. So we're really excited for the month ahead. We're really excited for fall. The leaves are going to start changing colors here soon. Temperatures are going down, and it's just a beautiful time to live in the mountains. We'll see you on the next one. Thanks for checking in on our little mountain life.